Are we in the no caution window?
No caution, guys.
Wow.
The moves that are being made. Justin gets on the outside. Not a great position for him. Metallica dives down on the inside. Can he take over first? He does it. Metallica first, J-Mac second, Axe in third. Can Axe bring home another podium finish? These guys are too wide. Justin is on the outside with the draft help. Man, so intense, guys. Final few laps. I'm scared to even breathe. Will Metallica be able to make another win? As soon as I
J-Mac has
say
his
that.
teammate Justin on the outside.
Absolutely. J-Mac on the outside. These guys so close. J-Mac is winning. Metallica in second. Too wide. These guys are getting crazy. Real racing is out. Justin and Metallica. Oh! Contact. Can they hold it? Oh. Axe is able to hold it. Justin can hold it. Styx can hold it. Metallica somehow holds it. He's in third. Axe moves his way up to second. J-Mac leading at lap 80 of 82. Can he hang on to it? This guy is going to be completely pumped if he can. My heart is pounding 49er.
You know, mine is too, and if
All right, guys, welcome to the next race of the season, race number 7 at Road America. I'm going to make sure that everything is good with the sound, and then we'll get moving on tonight. Sounds like everything is good to go. I hope you guys are doing good, and if any of y'all watched the race yesterday, man, absolutely insane for NASCAR. A great race at Charlotte Roval. And tonight, I think we're going to have another great race. You guys know that last week we came off of a crazy, crazy race. Tons of cautions. But the ending was insane. Absolutely insane. But J-Mac walked away with a huge, huge lead. So he's got a huge point lead. He's got a lot of people out there ready to compete for that lead. But it's going to take some work, guys. It's going to take some work. While we're here tonight, though, I want to do tonight's driver spotlights. We have a Team Slice and Dice that includes drivers Scissor Blades in the number 5 car, who unfortunately cannot be here tonight. And we also have rookie Axiv in the 17 car. Axe is 5th in point standings, leading the rookies with 77 points, and Scissor Blades is in 8th with 62 points. Their team, they're hanging on there with 139 total points, 3rd so far. So let's welcome Axe into the booth tonight. We'll be missing Scissor Blades, but for now we have Axe, and I'm excited to have him here tonight. How you doing, Axe?
I'm doing good tonight.
Good. Glad to hear it. All right, so we'll go ahead and get started. Your first question, what's your favorite track on schedule, and what is your least favorite track?
Okay, so my favorite would have to be either Indy or... Actually, I like the Indy road course or Homestead.
Interesting.
But for my worst track I don't like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to say Long Beach.
Oh,
It's
man.
way too tight for me. I don't like it.
So many people say that. Yeah, I actually love that track, which is weird because I'm terrible, which is why I'm in the booth. But you are not the only one to say that you dislike Long Beach, so I'm not surprised.
I just hate the stack ups. Last time we went there on the first lap, I just got like launched over the flower bed by people, so that was terrible.
I mean, you do have a point. The first turn is the most brutal turn there, especially when you have all 18 cars just trying to dive it into that first turn. Kind of reminds me of the Roval yesterday, if any of you watched it. Absolutely insane. But, so, I get it. I get it. All right, your second question. We talked about this earlier, but how did you come up with your team name of Slice and Dice?
All right, so my teammate's name is Scissor Blades. So you take the scissors, and like you see my name, Axe. Okay, so like an axe.
Yeah.
He just came up with it.
So
Scissor Blades came up with it. I don't know how he did it. He just said slice and dice. I was like, okay, sure. That's all.
mean, yeah, it works.
I had no say. Yeah.
It works. I like it. I think it's pretty clever. And like I told you, I've always wondered how you guys came up with that. And I honestly did not have a clue that that's how you guys did. But hey, I like it. It's pretty cool. All right. What is your goal for this season, Axe, being a rookie in SnB's IndyCar series?
My goal is to try to win a race and stay on top of the rookies and like try to win rookie of the season.
Which you have so far. And man, I'll tell you what, there was a couple of times at Indy last week where I thought you were going to pull it off. Towards the end of the race, before that contact with Justin happened and your night got ended short, I really thought you were going to have at least a second place easily. So that was hard to see, but stuff happens. But man, that was a insane wreck for like the final lap. But it was cool to watch you guys.
Yeah, the last 10 laps of that race, I've never been so like nervous like on this game before. Like actually, like my hands are shaking.
Oh my gosh.
Like that was so intense. Everyone was changing positions so much. At one point I was like all the way back in 7th. I came all the way back up to 2nd. And it was like the last lap and I got a bump on the backstretch. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah.
That was so scared.
I mean, I can tell you 49er and I just sitting on the edge of our chair. It was nerve-wracking for us, so I can't even imagine what it was like for you guys. But I mean, you guys put on a heck of a show for those final few laps. Absolutely. All right, random question. How long have you been a member of Shake and Bake Club?
I'm gonna say at least a year.
At least a year? That's amazing. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool. Very cool. All right, final question. I'll let you get on over to Discord with everybody. What is your style of racing? Let's say, do you save tires? Are you a person who pushes early, or do you just try to stay with the pack and keep it kind of even?
I usually either I want to be the leader or I want to be staying with the leader. I don't know how to save tires.
I'm the same way. I'm like, let me out there. I want to get out of the gate. I want to get up to the front, and I want to stay there. I'm not good at saving any of that type of stuff, so I hear you on that. But that's it for the questions tonight, Axe. I appreciate you coming into the booth. It was fun hanging out with you. I wish you a lot of luck tonight. You are insanely talented. It's pretty obvious. So I wish you luck tonight, and I hope to maybe give you an interview again tonight.
Oh yeah, I'll be looking forward to that. All right, well, thank you.
All
I'll
right.
see ya.
Good luck. Take it easy. All right, guys, that was Axe. Unfortunately, we didn't have Scissor Blades, his teammate. He wasn't able to show up tonight, but man, let's go back and talk about last week for race number 6 at the Indy 200. It's a race no one will soon forget. It had numerous cautions, several lead changes, and drivers fighting their way back to the front, probably several times. Indy was one of the most intense races we have ever witnessed. J-Mac persevered and brought home a second win worth 50 points since it was double points. Metallica was a favorite to win but couldn't gain on J-Mac, ultimately bringing home second after Justin, who tried to take a peek on the inside of Axe, ending their night on the final lap with chances of a podium finish gone. Duke somehow made it through all of that mess, capitalized on the wreck, and made it unscathed, capturing a podium finish. So if you were not there, you missed a heck of a race. It was absolutely insane. Well, yes, and I'm being corrected. Duke did not make it through unscathed, but he made it through. He did a Kyle Larson, basically. Made it right on through and finished that race, so kind of crazy. But tonight, hopefully, Lucky Dog, hopefully 49er will be here. He should be here any second. Let's check, make sure if he's online or not. I don't see him here yet, But we can talk about tonight's race, which is the Grand Prix from Road America. These guys have been practicing quite a bit from it since last week's points were worth 50. It shook up the points quite a bit. J-Mac has a huge lead, and Metallica takes over second with 116 points. BDF had 88 points, Leaf Justin with 52 points, and Axe will bring out the top 5 with 77 points. Tonight, for Road America, we're looking at, I would say, one pit stop. It's a 25-lap race, so we will have a pace lap, and there will be a cool-down lap. We're going to see times anywhere from a minute 44 to a minute 46. I would say race pace is going to be around a minute 45. So we'll see what these guys can do as they get started. I want to take a second to give a shout out to all you guys in chat. Toxic Bin Laden. That is a crazy name, but thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Midget, what's up? Thank you for the host also. Lucky Dog. Yeah, you call him Wiki Bobby. Insane. Ice Volcano, this is not public. This is definitely a race for the league, so it will not be open tonight. Barry, what is up, sir? I hope you're doing well. I mean, it's going to be a crazy night. Last week we saw, I think it was 13 cautions total. I mean, I'm pretty sure that just that one race alone was more cautions than we had the entire season 1 of the IndyCar league. So we'll see what happens tonight. But hopefully we'll have it, be a little bit more smooth here. It's Road America. Everyone knows this track. People are putting down pretty fast times, so I'm excited to see. We have Sky, who I know was running a very, very low 144, and I don't know if J-Mac was joking, but I heard him say minute 43.9. I don't know if he's joking on that, but we'll have to see in qualifying what these guys pull off. They do have to watch the track limits. You guys know that with the update for Forza 7, they did change track limits, so I'm not sure how much that will affect this track. But I think this track is pretty straightforward with that, so. Earth, what's up? It was Indy Oval. It was the big one. It was the throwback race, so it was worth double points, and it got crazy. Everyone was going for the same position for those double points, so it was pretty intense. Let's check and see if 49er is here. It's not here yet. Let's send him an invite and make sure he can get in. I want to hear from everybody in the audience. I know I've talked about it once already, but who watched the Charlotte Roval race yesterday? I gotta know, because that was just insane. Meanwhile, I'm trying to go down through here and get my booth partner in here. Lucky Dog, if he doesn't show, you're more than welcome to join in the booth if you want to. Earth, yeah, it was an insane race. Absolutely incredible. The ending was intense, kind of like last week's race, but man, I'll tell you what, J-Mac, he held that off, and he did a great job bringing home another one. That dude has gotten faster every single season. Sim Racer, how are ya? Hope you're doing well. Alright, since we have quite a few people here, I'm going to go ahead and bring out the betting. If you guys know who you want to bet on, you can go ahead and do that as soon as I get that on here. Alright, so if you want to place a bet, there are your options. Who is going to win tonight? I can tell you what, there's a lot of fast people. I'm not sure who is going to win. It's the same story every week. It's insane. 49er, what's up, my man?
How you doing, girl?
I'm doing
Um,
good.
yeah. I'm glad one of us is, because I've tried twice to get into Forza, and it keeps telling me that it can't connect to the server.
Really? Did you try resetting?
Yep. Resetting what? The
Your
computer, I mean computer, the
your
game,
Xbox.
the box. Resetting like just hitting the button, or resetting like throwing it out in the street.
You sound a little frustrated. If I were you, I would turn that bad boy off and do a hard reset. I don't know if it'll help, because you know how Forza is. And if that's the case, you guys see we only have 8 drivers here. And if they're all having this issue, that would be why we only have 8 people here right now.
All right, well, I shall return, and if I do return, that means that I didn't smash my Xbox with a 50-pound weight plate. So I will be back.
Good luck to you. May the force be with you.
Yeah. Thanks.
Yeah, no
Thank
problem.
you.
All right. So, every week, you guys know, we have some kind of Forza issue. And now I guess it's affecting poor 49er. Hopefully we can get him back in here. We'll see what happens. And I'll tell you what, I do not know who to bet on tonight. This is a tough one. There is so many good guys out there that are fast. Metallica is looking great out there. J-Max, Sky. Man, it's just going to be crazy. Flow Dog, how's it going? Hope you're doing well tonight. So like I said, tonight we will have 25 laps. It is the longest race of the season as far as mileage goes. So that will be very interesting. We're going to have some guys that cannot pull off a 1 pit stop night tonight. So it's going to be crazy to see those who come in for a 2 pit stop and those who try to do a 1 pit stop. They will have to save that the tires and possibly fuel, so it's going to be tight with that. I know that one of the people that may not be able to pull off a 1 pit stop would be Stanton, so we're going to have to watch him and see what he does for strategy-wise. But there is a few people out there going to pull off the 1 pit stop and definitely have to save it. Oh, okay, Flowdog, that sounds cool. Spin the wheel. Yeah, you know, Forza's good for that, I'll tell you. We only had 1 driver that was supposed to miss tonight, and then another one said right before the race a couple hours ago that they were probably going to miss too, so but we're missing a lot more than that, and I'm wondering if it's because there's server issues with Forza, like 49ers having, but we'll see. Lucky Dog, you are betting on Metallica. Very nice, very nice. I don't know. I think I'm going to wait till after qualifying because, man, it is just going to be so tight. I want to see how these guys are looking out there racing around each other, and too many talented drivers to pick right now, I'll tell you. I think I lost contact with Discord, so I'm gonna go ahead and check on that, make sure I'm still in there. Oh, nope, I'm still in there. And we get 49er back in. You know what? I didn't even send him an invite, so he couldn't get it back in even if he wanted to. Alright. Let's see if that works. While we're waiting, let's go ahead and go over points. We'll talk about what these guys are looking like as far as points go. We have J-Mac Attack, who took over the lead with 146 points. Metallica moved on up to second with 116 points. BDF, after last race, he brought home 88 points. Justin, he is in fourth with 82 points. Axe, who we had an interview with tonight, he is in fifth with 77 points. Duke the Rebel, not too far behind with 75 points. He is in sixth. Sky, who is a veteran driver, he is in seventh with 70 points. Scissorblades, who cannot be here tonight, he is another veteran. He has 62 points in eighth place. In ninth, we have Reimer with 56 points. 10th, we have Kami Recon with 44 points. And 11th, we have Beyond Perfectly with 37 points. Styx with 28 points, who is in 12th. Stanton Drums is in 13th with 26 points. Dion in 14th with 24 points. NASCAR 24 Tron fan, this guy always has a ton of fans out here every week. He's in 15th with 19 points. Lucky 2115 is in 16th place with 14 points. And we have Hayden Salmons rounding out the field in 17th with 10 points. Even the stream on your tablet keeps buffering. 49er man, you are having a hard night with that. That's crazy. I look up and we have 12 drivers now, so we're moving on up with the field amount. See if we can get a few more. So really, we're missing 2 people? Or 4 people? Thank you so much for the host. I appreciate it. Blow Dog placing the bets. You're out there going for Sky. And he might have the fastest time out there. Like I said, we'll have to see. But I know he's running very, very fast. You're rooting for Justin. I know he'll appreciate the love. Absolutely. He is, if you want to place a bet on him, he is number 4 for the bets. I know he will appreciate that. Like I said, I can't place a bet yet. There are too many close people with this, and like I said, we're going to see times anywhere from a minute 44 to a minute 46, so it's going to be very, very tight. Let's see what that says. Alright, I will send another invite to 49er, see if he can get in here with his technical issues. Wondering if he's got any storms down there. He's in sunshiny Florida. Alright. Let's take a look. We have 11 drivers. It looks like we lost one, but I know that he'll be coming back, they said. "49er horn." Calling off 49ers. He's got the horn out here. We need to get him in here. So Scissors will probably have Modder Fodder as his sub. Reimer, I'm not sure who that would be yet. Last week we had our throwback race, so everyone had some throwbacks that they wanted to put the liveries up for. They looked completely awesome. They did a fantastic job on the paint schemes. And tonight they are back to running their regular stuff. We see Modder Fodder out there with a genuine draft, looking pretty good out here. I believe, like I said, he's running over here for Scissor Blades tonight, who cannot be here. We have Dion, who just made it in. Stanton Drums out here. J-Mac, who is last week's winner, and he is also the leader of this whole series this season. So he is out here just, man, is taking names, absolutely. We have Metallica out there in the Budweiser car. Lucky 2115. I believe that's a new scheme for him. NASCAR 24 Tron fan. Beyond perfectly with the PayPal. Axe, who, like I said, was our driver interview tonight. Duke the Rebel and his paint scheme. And then we have Leaf Justin in the Canada. We are moving up. We now have 13 drivers. Hopefully we get a couple more takers and then we can get this show on the road. All right. I'm crossing my fingers for 49er. We need a 49er horn out here, so let's give him some love for that and see if we can get him in here. Let's see if this works. Good luck, 49er. May your internet reset and work just fine. I'm trying to make it down there. Oh, I see him in here. Fingers crossed, did it work?
Getting into the party wasn't the problem.
Well, I know.
The lobby. So.
Are you able to get in?
There's still a chance. I'm trying right now. So, I mean, I'm not a destructive person, but I don't have patience for dumb electronics. So there's a chance my Xbox could end up in my driveway.
We don't want that. We don't want that. And Flowdog says we need your gorgeous voice, 49er. So.
My gorgeous voice is trying to get in right now.
Look at that very white voice.
Please wait. Please
Everyone
wait.
cross your fingers. We need 49er in the booth.
Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. Please wait. Establishing a quality connection.
Oh boy.
Establishing quality. Joining lobby. Let the pigeons loose.
Oh, we got
Release the
49er up in the
house.
house. Thank goodness. Got 15 people.
Yes,
up
I would
in
hate
here.
to have. Yeah, it would be my luck. I'd smash the Xbox and then a piece would fly up in my eye and then I'd be blind or something. So yeah.
You are not allowed to do that. Absolutely.
What? Smash the Xbox or go blind?
Both.
Why are you putting limitations on me?
I mean, I'm just saying. You gotta be able to see what you're doing, and you need your Xbox to be here, so gotta have you.
I could just watch you listen to Frozen doing this stream because we are at Road America.
America. It should be pretty
Where
cool.
dreams are made of and killed at the same time.
That was basically the theme of the last race at Indy. You know, we were talking about it on stream, and yeah, 13 cautions last week. Very, very intense final few laps. But yeah, I told Axe, I had an interview with him, and I told him we were both on the edge of our seats, just wondering what the heck was going to happen. and they put on a heck of a show for the final couple of laps. I can tell you that.
Yes. Once you got past all of the drama of all the cautions, and then it's like, hey, come out to my caution party, and hey, we might even race. And then the race happened at the end, and then that's when all the action happened. Because the last 7 laps was it was up for grabs. It was intense.
It was, absolutely. Master Wheels, what's up? I hope you're doing well. So what was worse wrecking-wise last night at the Roval or SnB Indy? Man, I'll tell you what, Flow Dog, I was talking about it earlier, and there was a lot of similarities on how that went. First turn was brutal, and when you had IndyCar, I mean, honestly, every turn was brutal, but the first turn was more so, just because every time you come off of a caution, people would be diving down in there, you'd be going 2-3 wide, and you can't do that. It's too early. So a lot of similarities. Very crazy race. I don't know which one was worse, honestly, as far as cautions go, but 49er, I'm hoping we don't have that many cautions tonight.
Well, you want to, I mean, if there were any similarities, I mean, we had 13 cautions on an oval, and they're driving on the Roval,
That's true.
So
very true.
I didn't see any of the race, but the news station here showed the last lap with Truex and Johnson, and
about that.
yeah, I guess I heard the whole race was like that. Yeah, I'd be pissed too. But
they had a lot of green
what
flag
are you gonna
run.
do?
Yeah, Johnson, he tried to make it work, was going through the chicane and couldn't hold on to it. Spun out. I thought Truex was going to be able to make it past him, but no. He got caught in the back part of his car, and around both of them went. And Ryan Blaney snuck on by, and he captured himself a win.
Yeah. So to find any comparisons, basically we had more wrecks than they did, but they were on a road oval, and we were on an oval. So 13 cautions on an oval. What the hell?
Yeah, I know. Well, we were pretty much doing a plate track there, and we put the power handicap on for everybody, so that made the racing tighter. We added damage this season, so anytime you have contact, there is a huge possibility that you will get damage. So every time someone had contact, it just really affected the race on what happened, the outcome for it, and how many times you had to pit, fixing that damage. So it was nutty. It was very nutty.
Yeah, it was. And yeah, Flow Dog, I wish it had turned out better for Jimmy too. But that, I mean, my 48 will never touch that Roval, so not to worry.
Yeah, Jimmy, I don't blame him for trying it. I would have too. It's been a long time since he's been in victory lane, so I definitely would have tried it also. But man, it just sucks how that whole thing turned out, and I can see why Truex would be a little frustrated and take some frustration out on him on the cooldown lap. Absolutely. But that's how racing goes. Everyone wanted a great race. They got it.
Yeah, and you know what? Didn't he had wasn't it Watkins Glen? He was trying to catch up with your boy and ran out of gas. So maybe he should just stick to ovals.
It's true. It is true. These guys sound like they're trying to get ready to get started. I think everyone is here that is going to be here. So we will have 13 drivers tonight. We are short on a field.
Do we have anybody subbing for anyone?
So we have Modder Fodder, and we have Ferrari Nut 94. Now, anyone who knows...
Oh my god.
I mean, he is back in the house, man, making his big debut.
Oh my god.
This guy was a champion for the first couple of seasons for SnB, and I'll tell you what, this guy knows how to race, so
Yes, he
I'll have to get a
does.
confirmation from Justin who is he filling in for, and I believe it's either Reimer or Scissors. I'm not sure which he's decided, but hopefully they can help me out on that. But Scissors does
Who's
have
Mater?
Mater will be filling in for Scissors or Reimer, and Ferrari will be filling in
okay.
for Scissors or Reimer. So I'm not sure which.
Okay.
I'm hoping they could help me out here. I think
Wow.
everyone has me muted though.
So, not only are we at Road America, not only is this season intensified by damage being turned on, but now we have the return of Ferrari Nut.
Absolutely. Past champion is in the house. He is racing tonight to help out as a sub.
Welcome back, Ferrari.
I hear ya. I hear ya. Crazy. I'm curious. I don't know how much practice he's had, but I'm curious if he will make his way out front very, very quick, or will he be a little rusty and, you know, it's gonna be crazy.
I'm going to put this next statement as PC and PG as I can, and hopefully everyone will understand, because the whole aspect of this race this season has changed if he stays through the whole season. Because now, I mean, I don't know where he's going to fall in the points, but you know, if he's just filling in, but even tonight it's just going to be new. And all I have to say is the feces has hit the oscillating receptacle.
I'm gonna mute myself and see if I can get confirmation on who is filling in for who. See if he decided. So
Okay.
I'll be right back.
All right. While Frozen is trying to get the ins and outs of what's going on within the driver's lobby, see who's filling in for who, let's go ahead and see how you guys are feeling about Road America, knowing what you've seen in, you know, the past races with the drivers that we have now, and see what your take is on Ferrari being a part of this race tonight, because everybody knows Ferrari is a very, very good driver, and it should add some I don't want to say drama, but some excitement to the race. The current drivers are going to have to step up their game, because Ferrari is very good. So what do you guys think about all that?
I didn't hear a word you just said, but I can tell you that Ferrari is filling in for Scissors tonight, so I know Scissors is going to be a very happy man. And Mater is going to be filling in for Reimer. He made out tonight.
Oh.
We now have 16 here. I'll tell you what, we've been fashionably late the past couple of races. I don't know what's going on, but we'll get moving. We'll get moving. Look at that flashing. How many cautions do you think we're going to have tonight there, 49er?
Are you crazy? I'm not even going to try to answer that. There's no way. Not after last week, and that was an oval, so I'm not even going to know. I didn't
I'm bringing
bet
it
last
down
week,
to...
and I'm not guessing cautions.
I'm saying 3 or 4. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I said 5. You said 6. There was 13.
I know.
And that was an oval.
Crazy.
We're on a
Yeah.
road course. I'm not guessing, and you're saying 3. Okay.
Well, the thing about ovals, though, is it's so tight racing. You're going to be in a pack pretty much the entire time, unless something crazy happens. So I was expecting more cautions. However, I wasn't expecting that many. Flowdog was our caution counter, and tonight he's thinking we're going to have 5. I'm hoping that it's lower than that, Flowdog. Fingers crossed. But like I said, we'll see. Anything is possible.
5 is like a number you throw out when it's like a cautious bet. Like you don't want to go all in, but you want to let them know that, hey, I have an interest in this, so I'm gonna throw something on the table. But
8
I'm still not guessing.
cautions.
8.
Sim Racer says 8. Man, I don't even know what to say. Like, what do you know? Normally, the first couple of races were like 3 cautions.
49.
49. I'm out of here
only
if it
if
hits.
I'm driving.
I'm out of here if
I know,
it hits
right?
20. You might as well just call it a night.
You and I should be in the race if it gets to 49.
I know, right? No, we can't let that happen. All right, so Lucky 2115 is having connective issues. So that is why the delay.
49 for 49er. I appreciate that. And honestly, if I was in the race, there probably would be 49. I would probably just sit in pit row the whole race.
Yeah, I'd pull over after like 15 or 20. Like, that'd be insane.
But you never know. I mean, 49 is a high number. You know, 8's more realistic, but we didn't think we'd get to 13 last week, so anything can happen.
That's so true. We can't ready up, feller. Justin we can't ready up. You gotta get to the next screen.
Yeah, Justin. Stop being so
going.
bossy.
2 commentators are not ready up. I can't ready up yet. I tried. Now we can.
There
we
we
are
go.
moving. I'm scared to say we're about to get started because once I think that, we are not, so. Oh! All right,
Snap.
here we go. Qualifying, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3 laps for these guys to get out their qualifying lap. Like I said, you're going to expect anywhere from a minute 44 to a minute 46. A couple of guys are in a minute 44. The rest, I would say, are probably going to be a minute 45. They will be ghosted so they can run whatever lap they can. Modder Fodder is out there subbing for Reimer, and we have Ferrari Nut subbing for Scissors, so let's see what these guys can do. See Modder Fodder going into that first turn. Metallica. Dion perfectly. Dion, these guys are going to be very, very close. Modder Fodder off the track. Let's take a look at On Board with Sky, who is in third. It looks like he is trying to get a hold back for a nice start for this, or otherwise he's got some kind of technical issue. Let's hope he can make his way back up there. J-Mac is another guy who is very fast at this track. He is your current point leader, so this is a guy you really need to look out for. He has gained speed every single season and every single race. He is one to keep your eyes on. All right, let's take a look at Styx. He is a veteran driver out here. He hasn't had the season I expected from him, though. I expected to see him up further to the front than I have been. I know last race it did not go his way, so hopefully we can see a better race for him tonight. Stanton Drums, he is no stranger to racing on Forza. However, he is a rookie for this league. I know these are not the cars he usually races in, but he's doing very well nonetheless. Lucky 2115, you guys remember him? He is a veteran out there. I think he was having some connectivity issues right before this, but it looks like he is good to go. Let's take a look at that data, see what we got. We're on lap 2 of 3, so these guys still have time to get those race laps in. Leader is Metallica, best lap, a minute 49, obviously. They are just starting on that, so once we get through lap 2, we will see those lap times come down, and we'll see who can take home pole. Preston, this is a league race, so we do not have anyone race in it besides the one who are already in the league, unless you are a sub, which is already pre-planned. Metallica looking very, very strong out there also.
Very, very strong. Excuse me.
Ferrari Nut right behind Metallica. Like I said, this guy is a past champion. What will he do tonight as a sub? Will he dominate like he has in the past? Or will he be a little rusty? We'll have to find out tonight, 49er.
I mean, the only reason that you can tell it's qualifying is because the cars are ghosted. Those two have been if Ferrari Nut was in front of Metallica, then Metallica drove right past. I mean, it's been both. I've been watching both of them qualify this whole time.
Absolutely, and I saw back there that Ferrari Nut went off track just a little bit, but that will make his lap dirty. So this is going to be his last chance to make a clean lap. And in fact, I know that if you get close enough to the start-finish line, that it will dirty the next lap. So we'll see what that does for him. Best lap goes to Leaf Justin with a 1:45.7. Very interesting. We have J-Mac out there out front. I did hear that Justin's lap is dirty, so if that does end up being his best, it would be disqualified if he doesn't make a clean lap, and he would start in the back unless he gets a clean lap this time around. NASCAR 24 Tron fan is out there. I'll tell you what, I'm very interested to see what these lap times are going to look like. Final lap for qualifying is a 1:44 to a 1:46. Like I said, a lot of these guys will be running a 1:45, just as you see as Justin's time. But you gotta make sure it's clean. If you do not get a clean lap, you will end up in the back, and that is definitely not where you want to start. If you could place a bet on, who would you bet on tonight? 49er. I am just putting you on the spot.
Again.
I'm good for that, aren't
I? Yeah, you seem to be. I mean, that seems to be your forte, like running the stream and being the Frozen Toes 24 that you are. Oh my God.
I wouldn't even know how to answer.
Well, as much as I don't know how to answer it. I mean, I don't want to, I know we have some capable drivers of our own. The obvious choice for someone else would be Ferrari Nut. And I'm not
he's
saying
got the best lap right now.
Yeah. But I don't know. I mean, Justin's name was up there with a good lap, even though it was dirty. So, in the race, dirty laps won't matter. And Metallica was up there too. So, I mean, I'm not going to narrow it down to just one. I'm just going to say any one of those three.
I put my bet in. Like I said, Ferrari Nut is subbing in for Scissor Blades. So if you want to vote on Ferrari, you need to vote for Scissor Blades. If you want to vote for Reimer, who is not here tonight, you need to vote for. If you want to vote for Modder, I should say, you need to vote for Reimer. It's gonna be crazy. So let's take a look at these lap times. See if I can get down to who is in first. I don't see any 1:44s on the board. However, I do see quite a few 45s. So Ferrari Nut out there with a 1:45.4. Justin, a 1:45.7. However, it is dirty, so he will start in the back. Let me take a look at Sky. I'm hearing that he's got a 1:45.3. So, ladies and gentlemen, he is your pole sitter for tonight's race. Ferrari Nut will be second. J-Mac third. Man, it is very close times,
Wow.
49er.
Good job, Skyland. Where'd that come from? Like, wow. Somebody needs to check that car.
So Sky, Ferrari Nut, J-Mac, Stanton, Duke the Rebel, Axe, NASCAR, Beyond, Metallica, Styx, Justin. It's going to be a very, very tight field. Very tight field. I'm excited to see what they can do tonight. Fingers crossed. I said that so many times tonight, but fingers crossed that we do not have a ton of cautions. But Road America is a fun, fun track. So I think they will do great tonight. Brandon, what's up, man? Asen, how are ya? Yes, Skyland did get pole. Absolutely, he got pole. Very, very close how much he ran with him. Let's go down a minute 45.3. And then Ferrari Nut with a minute 45.4. I mean, how insane is that? And these guys are really good friends. They've been racing with each other for a lot of years, so it's cool to see how close they are. Gonna have a lot of competition tonight. Alright, I am going to go ahead and close off the bet, so if you want to bet, place it now. 49er, are you going to be placing a bet, or am I safe to shut her down?
Shut her down.
All right. Bets are shut down. They are making sure that the field is set, and we will be getting ready to go for 25 laps. As always, we'll be starting off with a pace lap, and we will end with a cool down lap. But tonight, Race 7, Season 3, Grand Prix from Road America. These guys are cracking me up in Discord, I swear. Brandon, you just missed the bet. If you want, I will open it back up and you can redo that, because it didn't take, fella. Alright, redo that bet, Brandon, and we'll get you in there. We have 3 people placing bets on Metallica. He is a favorite this season to win these races, I'll tell you what. I mean, Metallica and J-Mac and Sky, these guys are just picking up their times. Every season, faster and faster, so it's very cool to see.
Well, and these guys are no stranger to this course.
That's true. That's
he
true.
changed his bet.
He changed his bet. I don't know if you meant to do that, Brandon, but you changed your bet. So hopefully you're good to go. I will shut it down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
If he didn't mean to do that, he's now going, wait, no.
He says he's good to go. He's got Justin.
Go.
He wants Justin to win, and
Justin.
yeah. All right, guys, here we go. Sky will lead them off in the race. Welcome to Road America. It's gonna be a crazy one. All right, we got these guys started. Skyland, he is your pole sitter for tonight in the number 4 car for SDM Racing. In second, we have Ferrari Nut, who is filling in for Scissor Blades. In third, we have J-Mac Attack, who is the leader so far in the points. He is number 34 for Racing A Racing. In fourth, we have Stanton Drums doing great with that time for racing for Me, Myself, and I in the number 1 car. In fifth, we have Duke the Rebel in the number 86 car for Barbron Chevy. In 6th, we have Rookie Axe, who is number 17 car for Team Slice and Dice. In 7th, we have NASCAR 24 Tron fan in the number 53 car racing for Lucky Tron Racing. In 8th, we have Beyond Perfectly in the number 64 car racing for Redline Motorsports. 49er, take it away for 9th.
9th, we have Styx racing for BS Racing in the number 6 car. In 10th, we have Metallica in the number 12 car racing for SDM Racing. And 11th, we have no slouch to Road America, my friend, the Canadian Leash Justin in the number 24 car racing for the Racing Egg Racing. And 12, we have Lucky 2115 racing in the number 21 car, part of the Lucky Tron racing team. 13th, Dion for Dub racing in the number 42 for Redline Motorsports. Modder Fodder, who we've said is racing for Reimer today, who is part of the Bar Braun Chevy racing team, racing in representing number 72. And that rounds out the field.
I'll tell you what, guys, we have a strong top 5 here tonight. I'm very excited. These guys are very consistent throughout these weeks in racing, and it'll be no different tonight. I'm hoping that they get some patience, though. I mean, I talk about it every single week, and if you can get the patience to go into turn 1 and give each other room, you don't have to win it going into the first turn. We will see an amazing race, because Road America is just one of those races where you can race very quickly around those turns. You can really press on your limits going around that carousel and everything else, so it'll be very cool to see what they can do tonight. Sky will be leading them off for the start. It'll be on his countdown. You can see the field behind him. Ferrari Nut is going to have to watch him. I guarantee he's going to have a great start coming off of watching Sky start. J-Mac, he'll be right behind him. Once we get around this final turn, we will go green, guys. They're on
As we come up on the
stretch.
start-finish line, yes, it's about to begin. And if we don't get to say it now, and we don't forget to say it later, congrats to Skyline for making the pole. These boys are about to go. Call it, Frozen.
Here they go. Sky gets off to a good start. Hit that rev limiter just a little bit. Ferrari Nut did not let go of him. He was already looking like he is trying to make a move. They are headed into this first turn. They are clean so far. J-Mac goes off the track just a little bit, holds on to it, gets back on track. Ferrari is just putting the pressure on Sky at the moment. Who are you watching, 49er?
I'm riding with J-Mac right now. He's currently in 3rd. I was just following him to see what kind of a start Skyline and Ferrari got. And then there was some early braking going into the first turn on the outside of J-Mac, but everybody made it through. I'm just riding with J-Mac right now.
We had an incident back here. I'm looking at NASCAR 24 Tron fan. A couple of guys fell off pace, and I know they're talking in Discord like something happened. I'm not sure if that's going to be a caution. It could have been just a minor incident. Nonetheless, they are off on the road, and they are still going. Let's take a look back at Sky. He's got a little bit of a lead off of Ferrari Nut, but Ferrari Nut is not letting him go right now. I think I got my words mixed up, but I'll tell you what, he is all over. I was hoping no one caught that, but I'm like, wow. Tongue-tied right there, but wow, these two are going to go in for a race. Let's take a look at Ferrari's point of view. Just putting the pressure all over Sky. I can guarantee it that he's going to try to make a move on him very, very soon. They're going into this first turn. They're going to have to watch it. Very, very tight racing. Sky is just holding on to it. Ferrari looks very, very comfortable back there. It feels like he is just holding off for now. He doesn't want to make any kind of crazy move. He is just riding behind Sky at the moment, letting Sky do his thing, but I guarantee that won't be for much longer, especially if third place of J-Mac catches up to him. J-Mac is going to be want to make some moves, and he's getting pressure on from Stanton, giving a little nudge going into that turn. Who do you have your eyes
I'm watching
on?
the same thing.
Yeah.
I'm watching Stanton try to, he's either trying to chill and hang back behind J-Mac, or he's just letting J-Mac know with a little tap, hey, I'm here.
Kaysen is out there in chat saying he's not letting him go, Frozen Toes. Leave it to me to
Nice.
say some of the craziest stuff, I swear.
The quote of the night.
Let's take a look at Axe. Now, I'll tell you what. Every time at the beginning of the race, I am looking at this guy, and he is always in 5th. Then all of a sudden, you'll see him making his way up through the field. I'm looking back here, 49er. We do have a caution. I don't know what happened, but we had a lot of cars all, like, hooked up together. Dion looks like he might be affected. Let's take a look at the damage. I don't see any damage. However, he was off the track just a little bit. Getting back on, it looked like Metallica might have been involved. Yeah, obviously he's got some damage. Let's take a look at it. He's going to have to go into pit. Guy has no steering. Absolutely damaged 100%.
It was quite the race back to the finish line coming out of the last turn. J-Mac, I'm not sure what happened. Didn't take the turn correctly and ended up a little considerably off the track, but enough to get back on in time. But he couldn't make up the speed and the momentum, and Stanton went by him. So we have Skyline in first, Ferrari Nut second, Stanton third, J-Mac fourth as it stands right now. Now, what do you think, Frozen? Who do you think's going to go in, if anybody?
You know, this is a one pit stop track for most people. For people like Stanton, he has to make 2 pit stops. So I'm wondering if he's going to go ahead and go in. He cannot make it as long as the other guys, but he is out here in 3rd, which is fabulous for him. He has struggled just a little bit this season in these cars. So for him to be in 3rd, he's doing great tonight. I plan to see him come in. The rest of the guys, I'm not quite sure because I know they can one-stop it. So if it depends on what they feel the cautions are going to be tonight. This is the longest we've gone at the start of the race without a caution.
Yes, that's a good sign. And aside from the obvious, obviously the ones that have, damage have to go in. They don't have a choice, which kind of, if you were planning on going the whole race with one stop and now you were involved in the wreck, now that's, kind of throwing a different dynamic on you. Now you got to go in because you don't have a choice.
Absolutely. Yeah, we're going to see a few like Metallica that have to go in. He had absolutely no steering. But other than that, I'm not sure who might want to go in. It just depends on pit strategy. So far, a pretty clean race. We've had a couple of incidents, but only one caution. I have faith that these drivers can pull off a long green flag run. Let's see if they can make it happen. It's going to be a crazy race between Ferrari and Sky. I've mentioned how these guys have raced together a lot for many, many years in many different series. But tonight, they are joined back together in this league. So it's cool to see these guys racing against each other again. And then to put in the mix, the guys that have raced with him also, J-Mac and Metallica and Justin. I mean, it's like a good old reunion up in here.
Ferrari Net tried the old okey doke. He drove into pit lane and then turned right back out, trying to see if he could bait anybody.
We have a few guys that went in and pitted. I do believe Lucky is one of them. Let's take a look at Modder Fodder. He is a taker for pit stop. I do believe he was involved in an incident. These guys will be coming back out, but man, we did have quite a few people out there. Looks like Lucky, Justin, Sticks, NASCAR, Modder Fodder, Dion, and Metallica. So that's quite a few people, I gotta say. That's pretty much eighth and on.
You know, and to me, as you were saying earlier, that Skyline and Ferrari Nut are no strangers to each other when it comes to racing. You know, you kind of want to, like, Skyline's thinking, okay, I've raced with Ferrari Nut before. I know how he races. I know what he's gonna do. And Ferrari Nut's thinking the same thing. All right, I've raced with Skyline and I know what he can do. I know what he's gonna do. You also got to wonder, since they do know each other, but now you're racing for something, you know, you're racing for points and Ferrari Nut's racing for someone else. So does that change your thinking process? Like, okay, we're friends until these cars started and the motors are running, and now, you know, you'll be my friend after, but I'm going to pass you later.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And they know how each other drives. You could tell it seemed like Ferrari Nut might be just a little bit faster than Sky during that last run. We'll see if he makes any moves on him on this green run. We'll see. But very fast, both of them. Metallica all the way in the back, but I guarantee you that won't be for long. This guy will be moving up through the field quite quickly. Egan18, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it.
Yeah. There are a couple of guys that unfortunately either they're stuck in the back or they were involved in the last wreck and now they're in the back, that are capable of getting up front. So, you know, we're only on lap 5 of 27, so it's still anybody's race. You do want to kind of make sure that you are towards the front as the race, you know, gets deeper into it, because it's just going to be that much harder if you're not up front to try to get past these guys.
Definitely. And this is the first time that Ferrari Nut has raced with damage on, so this is different for him. The seasons that he's raced with us, we had damage off. Now it's a whole new ball game. Damage is on, and Ferrari Nut is very, very smart about that type of stuff. He knows when to push it and when to not. So I guarantee you that is one of the reasons why he's playing it safe around Skyline at the moment. Around this final turn, they will be going green. It will be off of Sky's go. All right, we are green. Sky gets a great start. Ferrari Nut falls back just a little bit. Stanton is all over him along with J-Mac. Single file at the moment. You see anything going crazy in the mid-pack here?
Nope, everything looks good so far. I'm riding with Duke the Rebel right now, currently in 6th. You know, everybody took that first turn very easy. They hit, you know, everybody hit the brakes when they were supposed to, gave each other room and space, so we're looking good so far.
We had Duke and Lucky side by side. They are still Duke going off the track just a tiny bit. Still holding on to it. Axe goes off the track. We're looking at Lucky in front of him.
Oh!
We have Lucky around. That is one car. I'm not sure that's going to be enough to cause a caution, but these guys are still going. If it is a caution, they will be racing back to the line. It is one car, so I do not believe that's going to be a caution, guys. Let's take a look.
From where I was sitting, it looked like he may have, once he made that inside move and got past Duke, as they were coming into that turn off of coming up the hill, he looks like he may have gotten into the back of J-Mac a little bit. That's just from what I saw. I mean, I could be totally wrong, probably am, but that's just how it looked from my vantage point.
You are absolutely correct, actually. He did get into the back of J-Mac. It caused just a little bit of looseness for J-Mac, but he made it through. We have Ferrari making a move on Sky. Sky got just a little loose. They have contact going too wide. Does not hold Ferrari Nut back. He is taking over first place going into this first turn. Sky makes a huge move. Gets some momentum going into that. Takes back over first place. But I'll tell you what, back and forth these guys go. Look at this, how incredible 49er. Crossing over once again. Sky, these guys are too wide. Sky goes back on the inside. We'll see what they can do coming into this left-hand turn up here. It's going to be close. Ferrari is going to have to give it a little bit of break just to maneuver past that, but he makes it past Sky. One is Ferrari Nut, second is Sky, and Stanton is directly behind these guys, just watching it all go on.
I think Ferrari Nut probably knew that going into that turn, since he was on the inside, that he had the inside line and that Skyline was going to have to back off. I think they both knew that.
Absolutely. That turn, you have to take that very slow, and you do end up going wide no matter what. Sky knows that. Ferrari knows that. So I guarantee that Sky just backed off and was like, you know what? I have to do that right there. Just give him the lead for now, but I will be all over him soon.
Ferrari's trying to open up a gap.
That's exactly what he's doing. First race back as a sub, and this guy is just putting some space over Sky, who is in second place. These guys are getting more spread out through the field, and so far Ferrari Nut is putting about 300 feet on Skyland. What happened? We gotta go back here. What happened to Stanton Drums? He was in third, moves back to fourth. J-Mac attack about 500 feet back.
What just happened? Something happened to Ferrari Nut, and he is all the way back in third now.
Leader looped it off the curb. It's been a while since he... I'm hearing this from them, so... I totally missed that, and so it wasn't caught on camera, but I heard him go off in Discord and say, yeah, he just looped it off the curve. So your new leader goes back to Skyland. J-Mac moves up to second. Ferrari Nut falls back to third. Like I said, guys, this has been a while since Ferrari has raced with us. It's been a little bit damage is on, and he is not used to running that in this league. So, for a first time, this guy's doing incredible.
Yeah. I think, you know, we've already indicated and said it, you know, in the pre-race broadcast how good Ferrari Nut is. But even if you're the best driver, if it's been a while since you've raced with a certain group, or if it's been a while since you've raced in a certain car or on a certain track, the rust is going to be there. And as good as Ferrari Nut is, maybe he misunderstood that turn and took it wrong. I mean, he just came out of this last turn and almost spun out a little bit. So I mean, he'll get it back together, but the rust is definitely there.
More bad news for Metallica. I don't know what kind of incident he had with somebody, but he is off track. A lot of damage for him. I don't believe that there's going to be a caution. I'd have to confirm that, but he does have a lot of damage there. He will have to go in.
Let's go back here to the back.
I could see it. From where I was looking, I saw a little contact between a couple of drivers. All right, we still have Sky in the lead, J-Mac in second. I know that J-Mac is giving Ferrari Nut the heads up. Hey, I know you're a little bit faster than me. I'm not going to fight you. If you want to get around, I'm letting you do it. And there he goes. He just let him around. Doesn't want to fight him right now. That moves Ferrari Nut up to second. The old saying,
pick and choose your battles.
Absolutely. Absolutely. These veteran drivers, they know when to push it, they know when not to. And now is definitely not the time. Only lap 9 of 27, so they have plenty of time.
Ooh, look at all that
Justin
breakdown.
flies
Oh!
off the track into the dirt
Wow.
over there. He moves back to 9th. You take these turns, you miss that, and you are just going to slide right through that corner, and that's exactly what happened to him. We're riding with Axe at the moment, who is directly behind Duke the Rebel, who is in 5th place. These guys have been pretty close together tonight. Duke taking that turn very well. Axe going just a little wide. Not letting him go, though. In front of him, we have Stanton. You see him in front of Duke. Axe makes a move, goes on the outside. He will not be able to pull that off. Duke hopefully won't be making it up the track. Stanton drums off the track, makes it right back on, but he's going to probably give up a position going into that turn. No, I'm wrong. He hangs on to it. We have Stanton in 4th. Duke the Rebel hoping to make it past him, who is currently in 5th. Axe just looking at this all going on, just hoping to capitalize on it. Too wide, Stanton and Duke. You can see the fight for it right now. Duke underneath, Stanton on the outside, going into the carousel. Duke makes it. He takes over 4th. Stanton moves back to 5th. Axe coming through. He is in 6th. Oh, Axe goes off in the track into the wall. Styx makes his way past him. Lucky safely makes his way past. Close call for these guys. Tight field, 49er.
Absolutely. I'm still riding with Lucky as he was trying to figure out how to get close to Styx and then go around Styx, and then all of that happened in front of them. And not only did he move up from that little mishap, but he just got past Styx. So now, Axe. Lucky's currently in 6th place. Do we have anybody in the pits?
I don't see anybody in pits, but I did see someone drop back. I was trying to figure out who that was. I thought it might be Stanton, but he is still up there in 5th. He is doing just fine. See a lot of smoke coming off of there. Axe and Lucky off into the grass, making their way back onto the track. Axe getting called out by Lucky. Whatever happened between those two, Lucky is not happy, saying, I will remember that.
Uh-oh.
We got some tension. Lucky back into the grass. We've seen him in that position quite a few times. I know Styx and Axe had a confrontation the last race, and he's in between two people who may not be too happy with him right now.
Yeah. You know, you want to be respectful and racing, you know, racing is racing and all that, but, you know, you still got to understand, if you don't have the line to get by somebody, let them have it and pick another opportunity. Don't try to, you know, force your way into something, because it just causes drama later.
It's true. I mean, sometimes it's going to happen. Stuff happens. You never know. Lucky trying to make a move on that outside next to Axe.
Oh, he pushed
Contact between these guys. I mean, I know Lucky wasn't happy, but man, oh man, just pushing Axe right out of the way. Axe holds on to that. Great driving by both of them, but I don't think Axe is going to be too happy about that one. Let's take a look at who's in ninth.
What's that?
Go ahead, 49.
That ludicrous song, "Move, bitch, get out the way." Wow.
I think he had that plan when he was making that move.
He say he saw his opportunity and he took it. It may not have been the best way to take it, but he took it.
He did. We have Leaf Justin in ninth, who I think had a front row seat to that whole thing. So I'm kind of curious to what he thought about that. But he is out there about almost 200 feet behind Axe, but I'll tell you what, Sticks, Lucky, and Axe. These guys are just riding super, super close. I want to take a look at Sky. A huge lead off of Ferrari Nut. Ferrari Nut has fallen back to almost 1,000 feet behind. J-Mac, 1,000 feet behind, actually almost 2,000 feet behind him. Absolutely incredible. Sky is running very, very strong tonight. I knew that he had a fast time out of 1:44, one of the fastest of the league, but I'll tell you what, this guy is on a roll tonight.
Good for Skyline. You drive your race. Oh, look at Justin. Coming out of nowhere, taking over 8th place.
We do have a warning out for drivers that there is a couple of signs out on track, and I'll tell you what, they will do damage to your car. So they are warning each other where the signs are, and sometimes it can be way too late, and if you hit it, you will get damage. Sky off track just a little bit.
Stanton's in the pits, and so is Axe.
49er, that incident with the sign did hurt Skyland, and Ferrari Nut makes his move to first place right now. Sky is in second after that, and he had a 1,000-foot lead. Due to a sign, he moves to second.
Wow. Oh, no.
If that doesn't make your race go downhill, I don't know what will. Sky is off into the grass. I don't know if that just really threw him off. No, guys, he has damage. He's got a lot of damage. Hitting that sign, he's going to have to go in. This guy cannot steer. It says cosmetic,
no.
but I'm telling you what, there's more than just cosmetic. It's definitely affecting the way his car is driving.
Yes, it is. He is having a hard time just keeping it on the track, and as he almost hit another sign, and everybody's going right by him.
J-Mac moves up to second. Sky is just falling back, all due to a sign. You saw another sign on that part of the road. Hopefully these guys can safely make it through that, but it's not anything that you can reset. It's going to be there for the long haul. Sky is going in for a pit, and it's right after the pit entrance that the sign is there, so these guys are really going to have to watch as they maneuver around it. Ferrari Nut falls back. I'm curious if he's going into pit. No? Yeah, okay. Ferrari Nut is going into pit. New leader, J-Mac Attack, who is last week's winner at the Indy Oval. Duke moves up to second. Lucky 2115 moves up to third. '49er, we have quite the space going around for these guys. J-Mac has got about 1,000-foot lead off of Duke the Rebel. Lucky is about 1,700 feet behind him. So he's got a nice little lead going on here. I'm kind of curious how his tires are doing. Let's take a look at that. 34% fuel wear. He's on 73% tires. Pretty soon he's going to start feeling that tire wear, but right now he is doing okay. Lap 14 of 27.
Yeah. And you know, it's no surprise that J-Mac is in front right now. I mean, even though it happened during, you know, a pit stop and all of that, J-Mac has been in the front pack for most of the race. So planning his strategy, I don't know what he was thinking, just cruising, seeing what happens because it's still early in the race, but he's in first now.
He is. He's going in for a pit
But now
stop.
he's going into the pits.
Interesting. 49er seeing Metallica there. 13th place, and he is just so far behind. Just such a shame to see. We have Lucky who takes over first. Once these pits maneuver around and get moving, Lucky will probably be going in soon, but let me take a look. Yeah, he's got 41%. I would imagine the next lap or two he will be coming in. NASCAR, thank you so much for joining the stream, and thank you so much for the cheers. I really appreciate it. Leaf Justin moves up to second after having a little bit of a hard time in the first part of the field. Doing great in second, but he will have to be pitting. All these guys will in the top several positions, so we'll see who comes out of the pits. Sky unfortunately loses so many positions from hitting that sign. Just such a shame to see.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the new dynamics of this season. I'm sure they were all aware of it. You know, last week it was taking out cones, which does whatever minimal, if anything. But now you've got signs in the road, so you definitely have to watch out for those.
Take a look at the leader. He's coming around a couple more turns and he will be going past pit road. Will he be going in or will he hang out? Same with Justin and Sticks. All three of these guys do have to make a pit stop. We're on lap 15 of 27, so they can pit now and be completely fine for the rest of their green flag run. So Lucky stays out. Will Justin follow? Justin does
like
go
Justin...
in along with Sticks. 49er, I believe Lucky can hear me and he says, nope, I'm staying out another lap. I just want to enjoy the lead. I'm hanging out.
Ha, nice. Nice. I don't see anything wrong with that.
We do have an incident. They do have yeah. These signs are just wreaking havoc for these guys. Absolutely and terrible. J-Mac might have taken some damage. I want to take a look and see. No, he's okay, but some guys are seeing these signs out here and it's just demolishing their cars. Killing the race. We saw it with Sky. Had a huge 1,000-foot lead. Hit his sign and just lost position after position and had to go in, which killed his race. He had a possibility of winning, so unless a caution comes out, he may not have a chance tonight.
Still riding with Lucky. Let's see what he does.
A huge lead, a 5,000-foot lead off of J-Mac. These guys have gone in. He decides he's going to go in. You see that they just passed another sign out there. Man, I'll tell you what, these signs are just brutal tonight. I mean, how odd. You see random objects like that. You see it in races like in NASCAR, but very odd to have all these out here tonight. And to see it affect the race and affect these cars how they are, it's not fun for them. Absolutely.
Will Lucky be able to get out before they come by him? No.
J-Mac is definitely catching me. Did have a 5,000-foot lead. I mean, that's a huge lead that he is catching up to him. He will have fresher tires. It should not make a difference right now. However, J-Mac is a very, very fast guy, so we'll see. I say that, and J-Mac is in the lead. '49er, look who is in second. J-Mac safely makes his way past Dion. A little bit of a close call there, but Sky moves up to second, about 1,000 foot behind J-Mac attack.
Should we be surprised? No. Skyland, he's driving the wheels off that thing. He got the pole. He's been in front most of the race, either him or Ferrari, so it's not a surprise that he worked his way back up and that he's up there. Will he catch up with J-Mac? Is it a matter of time? Probably. You know, we're on lap 17 of 27, so there's still plenty of time, barring any other mishaps. We're doing really, really good, Frozen. If you haven't noticed, we've only had, what, one caution?
Absolutely. Let's not jinx it, though. Knock on some wood. But I'll tell you what, 49er, there's a heck of a race going on between Duke the Rebel and Stanton earlier. These guys were going side by side, trading between third and fourth between the two. Stanton takes over third and Duke in fourth, but great racing for the both of them. Take a look at Justin side by side with Lucky right now. Takes it just a little bit wide. Lucky falls back just a little bit. He said he was late to the throttle, trying to make sure everyone was good and clean going through. We have Justin in fifth, Lucky in sixth. Lucky takes a look, see if he can hold on to it going into the turn. However, he holds it off, and Justin defends that position. Look at this race between
Lucky's
these
on the
guys.
outside. Absolutely. Unfortunately, well, I was just as soon as I was going to say that Lucky was on the wrong part of that because he was on the outside and Justin had the inside line. And as soon as Justin hit the brakes, Lucky went right by him.
It's a tough corner because, like I said, we saw it earlier. These guys really have to watch it going into that turn. It's a tight turn. And if you take it wrong, you're going to take not only yourself out, but the guy next to you out. So he was safe. He made sure he got on the brakes just a little bit more than usual. He wants to, he wants to play it safe and not wreck him and Lucky out. So that's exactly what he was doing.
Yeah. But that's just, knowing how this track works and knowing that, okay, this may not be the right place, but there will be a place coming up and, I'll make my pass then. So hats off to Justin for, respecting the track and respecting Lucky and not making them both be part of another caution casualty.
Absolutely. I want to go back here. We're in seventh with Axe. Let's see what he has around him. So far, he is riding with quite a few distance between him, Justin, and also Styx, who is behind him. Right on an island by himself. He just needs to concentrate on getting through those laps as quick as he can so that he can catch up to Justin, who is not too terribly far ahead of him. He's only about 200 feet, so it is definitely possible. He's got Styx behind him, who is also about 300 to 400 feet. '49er, look at Ferrari Nut, who is in 11th. What happened to him? I just get my camera onto him. 100% steering damage. He is off into the wall in 11th.
Oh, wow.
Definitely not what he is hoping for. He is going to have to crawl over to pit road. Metallica and Modder racing quite closely to him. He stays off the track for everyone, but hate to see it for him on his first race back.
Absolutely.
I want to take a look at our leader, though. Look at J-Mac attack. This guy is on the move. He's got Skyland quite a bit ways back from him, but man, after that, the front two have left third and on way back there. But J-Mac, if he can capture this win, 2 wins in a row, you see that sign there again. I bet you anything Sky is never going to want to see a sign again in his life. Just so hard for him, but yeah, J-Mac is out there and he's doing a great job out there in first. Who do you have your eyes on, 49er?
I was watching Ferrari as he was going through the pits, and he launched that sign that was right at the entrance of pit row. Looks like he hit it just hard, just at the right point where hopefully it knocked it off the track. Watching him come out, he's back on the track. I'm gonna go up here and look at 7th place. Watching Axe see if he can gain some ground on Justin.
Got some action going on between Duke, Metallica, and Stanton. Stanton goes off into the grass. Duke and Metallica go too wide. We have 3rd to 5th mixed in here with Metallica, who is in 12th. These guys are riding very, very tight, but Duke the Rebel, very close call with him. Duke is in third, making his way up through that field, doing a fantastic job. Stanton in fourth. Like I said, Metallica in the mix. He is asking Metallica to not race him. He is a car in 12th place. I guarantee you Metallica is going to race him, though.
Mm-hmm.
Look at him putting on the pressure to Duke the Rebel. Metallica passes up third place. Pulls off a little wide going into that turn. Duke passes him right back up. But I'll tell you what, this is going to put the pressure on for Duke, and it's going to give Stanton in 5th place a chance to pass up Duke.
You know, I'm watching Lucky, who's currently in 5th, behind all of this, you know, racing going on between Stanton, Metallica, and Duke. As they all make it around, Metallica took that turn on the outside, so now 3rd, 4th, and 5th are all past Metallica for the time being. But you're right. Okay.
Black screen. I do
I'm
believe
not-
someone had an issue with the troller where they couldn't even steer. We might have had someone get a DNF for it. I wonder if we can get a confirmation on if anyone left or if that was just a long black screen. Looks like Stick
It looks like
is-
it was Sticks.
Yeah, Sticks is gone. Crazy race. Tires are going to be an issue going through here. The tires are getting worn just a little bit and going through the kinks and everything else. They're going to have to really watch how they maneuver around each other. Sky looks like he's making up some time on J-Mac. He still has several laps to go. Lap 21 of 27. Can Sky catch up to him? Can he make a move? We'll see. I want to take a look at J-Mac and his tire wear. 58% fuel, tire wear 42. Let's take a look at Sky, see what's going on with his car. Sky has 51% fuel, not showing me any type of tire damage, or tire wear, so I cannot see anything on that, but Duke the Rebel racing with Lucky right now. These two are going very, very close. Lucky did have 4th place? 3rd place, sorry. 3rd place. Duke going right past him. 49er, this is so close.
I just came to it. I'm watching Lucky side by side with Duke the Rebel. This is the turn. Somebody's going to have to back off.
Absolutely. Duke, the way he's going in there, he's going to have to take it wide. Absolutely, yeah.
Duke turned that.
Crazy, crazy.
Oh, no.
Look at that.
No.
Duke gets into Lucky. Somehow he manages to save that. Axe is now into the mix. These guys are getting crazy back here. These guys are well spaced at the moment. Axe behind Duke. Lucky takes over 3rd. Duke has got to be very, very frustrated. He was running in 3rd for quite a while, but Lucky challenged him for that position and took that one over. Let's take a look at J-Mac, who is our current leader. If he can win tonight, that'll be 2 wins right in a row. 3rd win of the season. Can he make it happen? Absolutely insane. This is the guy to beat right now. He is in the points lead by a lot. I think it's like 30 points, so these guys really, really need to be on it.
Yeah, every point counts.
Oh, absolutely. Especially after last week's race where we had double the points. It just gave J-Mac such a huge lead off of these guys. Once J-Mac crosses over the line, it's going to be lap 24, which means no more cautions.
Oh,
that's it.
Duke the Rebel went into the grass. left the door open for Axe. Axe is currently in 4th place now.
Crazy. I see Ferrari not up in there. He is in 12th at the moment. Definitely not the showing that he wants to put on for tonight. Such a shame to see that. It's just how the races go sometimes. Axe makes his way up to 4th though. Lucky in 3rd. We have Sky in 2nd and J-Mac in 1st. Lap 23 of 27. Let's take a look at the race stats. Best lap is Ferrari Nut with a minute 44.2. Absolutely flying tonight. Unfortunately, it just has not worked out in his favor. Crossing the line, this means no more cautions. Whatever happens, that's it, guys. They're going to have to keep it clean. Only one caution tonight, 49er. How crazy is that?
Neither one of us, I mean, you didn't pick it. The folks watching the stream didn't pick it. Nobody saw this coming.
Absolutely. Shadow Edge Media, thank you so much for joining us tonight. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for the follow also. J-Mac has had an incredible season. This guy is just on a roll. It was so much fun watching him grow throughout these seasons. We're on the 3rd season. J-Mac was running around 5th, 6th, or 7th for the first season, moving on up in position every season. This guy gets faster and faster, and he is dominating for this league this season. He's got a lot of people that want to catch up in points, and they're going to have to work really hard at it. Sky still back there just a little bit by almost 1,000 feet. Lucky in 3rd. Let's take a look at what's going on behind them. Duke the Rebel. He is in 4th. NASCAR 24 Tron fan moves up to 5th. Something must have happened to Axe. He moves down to 6th place. Looks like he did have to make a pit stop. Hung in there as long as he could. But it looks like he did make a pit stop, coming out in 6th place. Beyond Perfectly in 7th. We have Leaf Justin in 8th. Right behind Beyond Perfectly. He's definitely going to be challenging him for that 7th place. Guys, we are 2 to go. This is it. We're heading down to the final few laps here. Metallica in 11th. Not a great night for him or Ferrari Nut. We see 3rd place catching up to them. Let's bring it back to the leader, J-Mac. Sky has caught up quite a bit to him. He's going to have to hold him off and defend that position. He is just wanting another win. Just more points for him. Sky is wanting to take down that lead, though. He is back there about 600 feet. Can he do it? If he's going to do it, he's got to make something magical happen. J-Mac is great at preserving those tires and that fuel. So if there's a guy that can do it, he can do it. I don't even see Sky back there.
No, Skyland's about just before he started slowing down to make this turn. He was about 1,000 feet behind J-Mac. He's making a valiant effort. You know, I don't think, especially as we're coming up on lap 26 of 27, I don't think he's going to catch him unless something totally ridiculous happens, and then you might hear me throw my headset down.
Oh, Modder Fodder goes straight off the track. I don't know if he missed that turn, but off he goes. White flag, guys. This is it. This is J-Mac's race to lose. He's got to hold on to it, defend that position. I think so far he's pretty safe. Let's knock on some wood. Unless something crazy happens, this will be 2 races in a row for him. Another win. Coming around that kink. Someone is up ahead of him, stuck on off the track. Hopefully off the track. No issue with that. Sky about 500-600 feet behind him. He just needs to make it around these final few turns. He's going into the carousel. We have Lucky. If he can bring home in third, this will be his first podium finish of the season, which will be fantastic for him. A great boost in points and a lot of momentum going into next week's race. Will it happen? Sky is going to be safely in second if he can't catch up to J-Mac. But it looks like we're coming around the final turn, 49er. It looks like J-Mac is going to be your winner here at Road America tonight.
Oh, no. What happened to Skyland?
Oh, what in the world? J-Mac, let's get J-Mac across that line. He is your winner at Road America. Absolutely fantastic job. Sky. He is crossing the line. He crossed it at second. I don't know what happened to him, though. We'll have to get that story for him. Lucky goes over. He crosses in third. Duke the Rebel in fourth. Fifth, we have Axe way back there. Still has a little bit to go before he finishes the race. He's got Justin behind him, about 600 feet. He's getting pretty close, though. We'll see if he can hold on to it. Coming around that final turn. Very, very tight turn going into that. Looks like Axe will be safely in fifth as long as he doesn't hit anything like a sign, because you know how that's been going tonight. He takes fifth. Justin takes sixth. Beyond is in seventh. Let's bring it back to Stanton, who did fabulous in that first half of the race, running in there in third and fourth. Something happened to him during the race, and he ended up eighth. I know that he is one that could not make it on a single pit stop. He might have had to take another one more than others, so we'll see, but he takes home eighth tonight. I hear Lucky all excited in there because he just realized he gets an interview for this season. He goes, hoo-hoo, my first interview.
It's the little things that make you happy sometimes.
I know, right? Metallica coming around. He had a tough night tonight. Let's take a look at him. He's got Ferrari challenging him for a 9th place finish. NASCAR 24 Tron fan. These guys, all three of them, right together. Coming around that final turn. Let's see how they're going to finish.
Oh, Ferrari trying to make it move.
Makes a challenge, but it looks like Metallica. Look at that photo finish. Metallica in 9th. Ferrari Nut 10th. NASCAR 24 Tron fan 11th. That's it, guys. We're gonna get the driver interviews out here. Absolutely crazy. All right, we'll get Lucky in here. J-Mac. We need to get Sky. One caution. I'm impressed with these guys tonight. I mean, I knew it was gonna be less, but I'm impressed.
Very impressive.
Okay, let's make sure we have these guys with us. We are waiting on 2nd place of Sky. All right, good race tonight, guys. J-Mac, 2 weeks in a row. How are you feeling right now?
Uh, lucky, I guess. I was the third fastest car at best, and they had everybody else had bad. The guys in front of me had bad luck with the RNG and with the signs and all that, and I didn't, and that was the difference in the race. I mean, that's it.
I, you know, I cannot wait to talk to them and see what happened with them. I could hear what was going on in Discord. I know what happened. But man, a tough race for Sky, but somehow he made it up to second. But J-Mac, I mean, you were looking very strong out there, so don't discount how you drove and all that stuff, because I mean, you were out there just flying. So, and you held them off. You did a great job tonight, absolutely.
I mean, I'm not disappointed with how I raced. I mean, the first run, I basically drove like I ended the last run last season here. Like I totally forgot how to drive the track somehow, and I was all over the place. But I kind of finally got settled down a little bit, and then I was really consistent. I ran about the same lap time. It wasn't very fast, but it was enough to save the tires and cut the race in half. And those last couple of laps, I wasn't pushing it because I didn't think, even if he nailed it, that he could, run me down. And I figured that if he was trying to run me down the whole time, his tires would be gone. So, but it's dubious whether or not he should have been back there. But it is what it is. I'll take it.
It's one of those races, But yeah, you took home another win, 2 in a row. I gotta ask, for next week, how do you feel about Homestead?
I love the Homestead Oval. The Homestead Road Course has been the bane of my existence the past 2 seasons. So,
And that's where
I
we're
mean,
going.
I was campaigning for it to be be out of the league. So, because
do
I hate that
remember
place.
Yeah,
But
I do remember that.
but I don't know. That's another opportunity, I guess. Yeah. I mean, I thought that was going to be my worst track, and I ended up running a legit like 6th at Indianapolis, where I was legit the 6th fastest guy. So I don't know. Maybe, hopefully, I can do better than that, and I can just maintain. Next week is just going to be about maintaining, because I don't imagine I'll be winning competitive, but we'll see.
With the race that Metallica had tonight and how you already had quite a huge lead in points, tonight's race is going to put that padding even more so. So just congratulations to you on the win tonight. You did a great race. Can't wait to see what happens next week with you.
Thank you very much.
All right, 49er.
I can't wait either.
Yeah, we're going to be on the edge of our seats. And I gotta say, I'm impressed with the only caution for tonight. Good job, guys. Good job.
Yes. All right. And I know he's there because I keep seeing his name pop up on my TV screen. Skylan, where you at, dog?
What's going on, dude?
First off, congratulations on getting the pole. Congratulations on getting second place. You drove the wheels off that thing. Tell me what you were thinking at the beginning of the race, you and Ferrari Nut 1 and 2.
Honestly, and he might be mad at me when I say this. I was hoping that he would be dumb and having not run these cars on this game this season, he would burn the tires off of it and that I could take my time because it felt like he was faster than me, or at the very least he had gotten in rhythm faster. But I was really hoping that he would be overzealous and go burn the tires off of it, and then I wouldn't have to worry about him. But the signs had other ideas for what to do with that race.
Absolutely brutal.
So
yeah,
it ended up being a non-factor anyway. But it was an interesting race. I expect nothing less from Ferrari. We didn't really have any issues with, close calls with wrecking each other with all of the crossovers, and it was fun. I'd rather not be doing it when I'm trying to get away with the lead, but it was fun.
It was fun to
yes,
watch.
it was, and it was fun to watch. Yes, it was. And, you you and Ferrari racing as close and as clean as you guys were. It's just a tribute to you guys knowing each other. I understand you've raced with each other before, so you both are mindful of how you race with each other and respectful of each other at the same time. Now, given that there was one caution, the signs all over the road, did it screw up any kind of strategy you have, or did you have a one pit stop strategy or a two?
The I didn't realize it until I got towards the end of the race, but I was one pit stop for sure, and the signs actually destroyed my strategy because I wanted to wait one more lap to pit, and I needed to wait two more, and I just forgot that we had a pace lap. So lo and behold, when I realized that I pit 2 laps before I was expecting to pit, and that I was going to melt the tires off the car if I tried to really go run J-Mac down, I had to start backing it off. And I definitely, with the speeds we were running, if I could have just sat there and ran qualifying laps for that last stint, I would have caught him. But I could not come anywhere close to that without just wrecking the car. So the signs really, really just screwed me up there. But honestly, I'm not even a little bit angry because last week was so much worse. This just pales in comparison. So I'm really okay with this because I'm still on the podium.
Wow. Yeah.
Whereas last week,
funny.
almost
Omega
every time I
lol.
got back up to the front, I was immediately totaled. And then had to go switch
Yes.
cars.
Right.
Well, you did a great job, and I'm almost sure I was watching you. You hit one of those signs, didn't you? And that's what threw everything out of whack.
Oh yeah, it broke the front right suspension. It broke my front downforce. It broke 3 things. I don't know what the third was. Maybe it was brakes. But the car wouldn't turn right. I lost 3,000 feet to Ferrari. I lost 2,000 feet. I was 2,000 feet behind J-Mac when we came out of pits, and it took me too long to get back into rhythm to go chase him down. I ran way too many 46 and high 45-second laps to catch him. I needed to get back on the horse right away, and I couldn't get the rhythm down that quick.
Okay. Now, I'm curious to know what happened on the last lap going into the last turn because either the car wouldn't turn or you forgot to turn. And then I want to ask you if you're looking forward to Homestead.
So, remember how I gave you guys that list of this amount of tire wear, you don't even feel it. I think it was like
Yes.
50% you don't feel it. 70% you really start to feel it. 85% or more, your tires are gone.
Yep.
I hit
remember that.
85% on that last corner. That is actually what happened. I swept the car through the last left-hander and started getting on the brakes, and I felt that the tires were not there, and I braked too late. And when I caught the grass, it just ate the car. So I was really glad that I had a nice big cushion back to Lucky,
I was just
or I would
about
have
to
been
say
really
that.
mad. But
Yeah.
I
yeah,
was
no,
too.
The group was just gone. There was nothing left.
And are you looking forward to Homestead or no?
I haven't turned a ton of laps on it. It's gonna be better than last year's because last season's was just not a very nice race with the
Come
rain
on, be
and
blunt. It sucked.
I would be blunt, except my memory doesn't really work back that far. So I don't remember much other than it was wet, and I think I bumped into Justin a couple of times. Because I think I remember being really scared that I was going to be in trouble after that. But yeah, so I think this is going to be a lot more fun and a little bit amusing that we're going to it right after NASCAR went to their Roval. So I think it'll be interesting. I don't know how well it'll go for me anyway, but it'll be interesting.
Well, congratulations on a great race. Working your way back up front to get a podium finish in second, and look forward to seeing you do well on Homestead, at Homestead. Frozen, you're up, but before you talk to Lucky, I want to say, Lucky, congrats on third, and I was pulling for you both in this race and on Saturday, man.
Hey, yeah, I got my voice somewhat back about an hour before the race, and it's been half in, half out ever since. So this will be interesting to sit here and talk, especially after I was just screaming that I came home with my first podium in a series other than NASCAR.
I could hear it. I was excited for you. It was cracking me up. So yeah, your first podium. How awesome is that? And I was watching you throughout the race, in the back of the field, in the midfield, trying to make your way through traffic. Tell me what happened between you and Axe, though.
Well, first, I'm just really happy that I scored my first podium here in Indy. Feels like it's been a long time coming, and I felt like I definitely used up some of my nickname tonight. Not all of it, but some of it. Because if I used it all, I would have definitely passed Chris there in the final corner. But nonetheless, very happy. Thanks to the people who know who you are for a little bit of help there, pre-race and warm-ups, and helping me get myself down. I ended up turning the third fastest lap of the race. Even though it was dirty, I was pretty happy with that. With Axe, it was one of those moments where faster car caught a slower car, and the slower car was doing all he could to try to defend his position, but he pushed himself just a little too far. Kind of twice, he kind of abused what I call the driver's corner rights, where you see it a lot in F1, and you see it quite a bit in IndyCar, where the driver that has the nose ahead by just a little bit, I mean, it doesn't have to be too much, but has every right to push you out wide. But Axe kind of abused that power a little bit, ran me and pushed me off course, even though I had a run coming around the outside, especially in turn 3 there, and ran me off course. But I once it was played that way, I just reciprocated the deal and roughed my way back through, and thought if I could just get past him, I could set the pace to go reach up there and catch Duke and Stanton. And I was able to rough my way by and get by.
I saw the move that was made, the little bit of a contact. You guys held it off though, and you were just on your way. A lot of tough racing between you guys. 2 wide and 3 deep. You guys were pretty crazy out there, but it was fun as all get out to watch you guys. So huge congratulations to you on third. First of the season.
Yeah,
and,
it was.
You worked hard for it.
That one was intense. I put in probably close to 100 laps here at Road America, getting some practice in, and really wanted to score just a top 5, especially being away for college work and exams and whatnot. But very happy with the return, and a huge shout out to team No Traction Control, No TCS for 1, 2, 3 finish tonight. Out of all of us that decided to run No Traction, it was really awesome to see all the guys come toward the front, even if it was at the misfortune of others. Luck that we just ended up coming out with. All in all, very happy. Had nice battles all the way through. Had some ones that frustrated me a little bit. Cough, Axe and Duke. But I feel bad for Stanton. Really bad luck there. But all in all, great night for me. I'm very happy to get my first podium outside of the NASCAR side of things, and I'm very much looking forward to next week. I've turned some laps at Homestead on this different configuration. I absolutely love this configuration so much more than the normal Homestead Oval. So I'm very much looking forward to next week as well.
Very awesome. Well, congratulations to you again. And J-Mac, congratulations on that win. That's it for us tonight, guys. You heard it here. We're going to be at Homestead Road Course next Monday, so I hope you can join us. It'll be race 8 out of 12 races. So we're coming down to the wire, guys, and we still have a few more races, obviously, but J-Mac is your leader of the points, and this is just going to help him out even more, carrying that momentum into next week. So we'll see what happens. Sky with a tough night, but comes home still in second after all that. So great job to him also. But 49er, another great night in the booth with you.
As always, Frozen, milady. Awesome race. One caution. I mean, who would have caught that? You predicted what, 5? I think somebody predicted 8. We were clowning.
Don't
Somebody
worry,
said
we
40,
tried.
49. Well, no, I mean it may have looked bad from where you guys were because you guys were, navigating the turns, and some people were not
Hey.
respecting the line and stuff like you were saying. But still, one caution and on that track is pretty good.
Yeah,
I don't know
just
if
be
it's brought
glad
up
that
in
the
interviews,
driver
but
chat wasn't going through.
I don't know if it was brought up in interviews, but they were begging
Yeah,
for
it
a
was-
debris caution on my in lap, and I was about to freak out if we were going to get a caution before I could have the chance to pit when everyone else pitted. I
Oh,
couldn't
I
have
could
raced
hear it.
quicker to get back to pit road.
There was a lot
Yeah,
of talk
Frozen
of
could
debris
hear it, I'm
caution.
sure. And you had
I
such a
was-
lead.
I was that guy
Going
begging
into
for
that
no
pit.
caution. I was like, "Nah, it's
Yeah.
good, fam. We're good.
Y-
Track,
You had
track's
a
clear,
huge
stay
lead.
green."
When you went into that pit, you had such a huge lead. And then I could hear Frozen saying, "We had an incident." And I'm thinking, I know Lucky is pissed.
Well, if it would have happened while I was in pit road, I would have been just fine.
To be
But
fair, half
happening
the time
before
Lucky
pit road
sounds like
was-
he's pissed.
Mm.
Hey.
Not that he is pissed, but because he likes to yell.
Lucky?
Okay, this is true.
I never knew.
If you catch me in the heat of the moment, I can get pretty
Lies.
nasty.
Wait till the stream ends.
Oh
I
my
mean,
gosh.
just ask
Uh-oh.
Duke at some point this week. Ask Duke the Rebel, and he'll tell you all about it.
You guys are cracking me up.
Well, it was a great race overall.
Just be glad I didn't
Unfortunately,
have
you
a
know-
voice for tonight's race, guys.
Unfortunately, we lost Sticks during the race, but he was, he put in a gallant effort up until whatever
Rest in
happened.
peace. Pour one out.
Yeah, he did.
Our fallen
Yeah.
brethren.
Yep.
Dun,
Pour
dun.
that
Need to
beer
go
out.
get
This is
beer to be
one
able to
for my
pour one out.
homies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, busted controller, I believe, is what happened.
It was,
Oh,
I
wow.
heard. Terrible. He said he
Someone
could not steer.
send beer money, please.
All right, guys.
I could
Well,
tell.
that is it for tonight. Tomorrow we'll probably be back on Forza. Same with Wednesday. Thursday we'll be back on NASCAR. So I hope to see you again this week sometime. Until then, take it easy and have a great night. Thank you for all the cheers, the follows, all the support you guys show for these drivers. They really deserve it. They're a great group of guys. So I will catch you guys later.